In this project, you are asked to write an introduction to the research problem or the background to the problem. In the first section, you have to include environment context. I will give you an example and describe what you should write in this section. The second section is you are asked to write the statement of research questions and then the objectives of your marketing research. For example, I'm interested in investigating what make consumers download retailers' apps. So for this topic, what make consumers download retailers' apps? My theories are if consumers are willing to download the retailer's app, or if consumers did download the retailer apps, he or she is more likely to shop more from this store. Once he or she shop more from this store, this consumer is more likely to be loyal to the store. This is my theory. Okay, so I'm going to give my research a running title. The running title for my research, for example, I'm giving you an example right now here, is what drive consumers downloads of retail apps, or use another sentence to describe this research title. Could be the determinants of consumers' retail app downloading behavior. So how to write your first project assignment if this is your title for your marketing research. So for the first section of this project assignment is I'm asking you to introduction to the research problem, or to write the background to the problem. Problem doesn't mean that there is a problem, but it just means something, a phenomenal, marketing phenomenal, or something you would like to investigate. Okay, so for the first section, I will suggest you to write environment context. So what does mean environment context? Just provide some background information for your marketing research. The running title of for example, okay, the running title of this research project is what drive consumers downloads of retail apps. So for the background information here, you can write you can talking about consumers' shopping behavior using apps, or you can provide background description for mobile apps. You can talk about the impact of mobile apps on consumers' decision, or you can talk about companies can use mobile apps to strengthen the relationship with their customers. So all those kind of background information, background description, you can write here in this first or second paragraph. Okay, and then the next paragraph you can write is you have to define the retail apps, and you have to describe what are retail apps. The title is what drive consumers downloads of retail apps. So the first focus of this research is factors driving consumers downloads of retail apps. So the first focus is the factors, and another focus is retail apps. Another focus is downloading behavior. So here, once you provide a background description for mobile apps, next paragraph you should clearly define what does it mean retail apps, and you should describe. The reason here you have to define your variables. Retail apps will be variables in this research. The reason is that you have to make sure that your readers truly understand what you are talking about. Once you define retail apps, next one you have to define downloading behavior. You have to describe downloading behavior. Download apps on iPhone, download apps on mobile devices. So you have to make sure that your readers are on the same page as you, okay? So the first section, this is what I suggest you to write in the first section. Next section is the statement of research questions. here you should write your series here. As I already mentioned that this is my series. So you can write the series here again. And your series can be supported by literature review. For example, you can cite that a new study from Iowa State University found that there is a direct link between app use, purchase behavior, and sales. Okay, so you can cite some publications, some papers, or you can cite something from magazine. Okay, so your series and the citations are supported by someone's work will lead to next section. So the next section, you're going to write the objectives of this marketing research project. So for example, this research project, the objective, one of the objectives could be to explore the determinants or to explore the factors that drive consumers' downloads of retail apps. So this is the first focus of this research. And the second objective could be to provide strategies for retailers. Okay, this is just an example for your project assignments. I hope that my explanation can give you a clear guide for your project assignment number 1. Feel free to contact me for further instruction if you need my help. We can Zoom and then we can use a Canvas conference so that you can see me. So feel free to email me for appointment if you need help for your research.